Over the history of BTD6, there have already been confirmed well over 1,000 combos that can beat 2 towers chimps. The challenge, well, where you have to beat chimps mode using only 2 towers max. But how about with 2 heroes? Is that possible to accomplish at all? I've enabled the mod where I can drop any hero of my choosing, so let's give it a go. Before I start though, some of you might think on paper this is a really easy challenge, but I should note that hero XP is split if you drop multiple of them down, which actually hurts a lot more than you think. Like for example, it's normally easy to get level 20 on Quincy, but there's no shot when he gets half the XP that he can reach there. So given we only have 3 starting options for our hero, then I have to think about which is the best one at a mid-level by the end of the game, like say level 15. Azili would be nice if we could get level 20 Hex, but I think we have to go for option number 3. That is Sada. Of course, couldn't have it any other way. There was a time back in the day where Sada could do 1 Towers Chips. However, those days are long gone and Sada has been nerfed to the ground where she belongs. At least that's where I like for her to belong. Sorry, I'm getting too carried away here. Now, technically, I think I could have been lenient to myself and given myself co-op starting cash, and that is like 1,100, because if you're playing in co-op mode, then you can basically run this challenge yourself. You don't need mods. But because I don't know a second person in my life, I'm just enabling this mod for me. But if I did have 1,100 starting cash, then I think there could have been other starts I could have gone for. However, we're just gonna roll with this for now, and I think it's time to drop our second hero down. Let's get Geraldo. Yep, that's right. This is another hero who could have 1 TC in the past, but no longer. Although, probably pretty good at it still, in terms of getting close to doing that. Sorry guys, I'm stumbling on my words because Sada is watching. But anyway, some of you guys might think this is kind of cheesy because Geraldo can drop many sub-towers like a shooter, which in turn kind of makes it seem like not a 2 TC, or say a 1 TC if you used him, but it's not my rules, it's Ninja Kiwi's, and that a sub-tower is not counted as a tower. If you do 2 towers chimps with Geraldo as one of your heroes or towers, then it'll still count towards the achievement. So I'll let you know that much. Anyway, I have to stress that despite these 2 heroes being able to 1 TC in the past, this does not mean combining them together will be twice as good, because we're not going to get the very important Geraldo level 20 refresh, where when it hits level 20, your entire shop restocks, as well as every thing in the shop being the strongest possible power. Once again, we're probably only going to make it to level 15 on both heroes at max, depending on which one I want to dump more money into. Because obviously, there's going to be a lot of money left over. I can't spend all the money into Jerry items. I'm going to try, though, because it is efficient cost-wise, to keep on dropping shooty turrets the moment they are up. Now, Geraldo has a lead issue. He can't pop lead until Jerry Fire, so we have to use Sada Leaping Sword for all leads up until we can afford that. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe we should put more money into Geraldo first, because we could get Sada levels at any time. Whereas if, say, we wanted an upgrade on Geraldo's shop, like say on a shooty turret, then it's ideal to get that earlier. Does that make any sense? Because then we can get the shooty turrets, the upgraded shooty turrets earlier, instead of keeping these weak ones all the way until we die. Also, I'll have you guys know that I didn't necessarily run it through actual testing, but I thought long and hard about it, not Sada, but like what other hero combination could possibly pull this off with the hero XP split, and honestly, I couldn't think of anything but these 2. Actually, I lied. I did run a little bit of testing prior to this with co-op storing cash, which allowed me to test stuff such as Gwendolyn and Etienne. However, that combo kind of failed badly due to the XP split. I was only able to get level 10 on both of them by about round 62, which I died to, and I probably could have gone a little bit further. But I was just running into dead end after each round, so it was probably going to be bricked eventually. But in theory, it sounded good, because Etienne would give global camo to a non-camo hero. However, not strong enough. Same thing with Adora plus Etienne. You just don't have a high enough level for them to be able to power through mid-game. Once again, due to the rules I set, I have to pick one of the 3 of Quincy, Azili, or Sada. But let's talk about Quincy at level 15 for a second. He can't hit DDTs at all, so he's worthless, meaning our second hero has to deal with DDTs fully. And that's pretty hard for level 15. And Azili's also an issue because she won't get level 20 Hex, meaning we have to have all the bad damage on second hero, because their main, like, Hex Tech, while decent, can only get you so far. Let me hold that thought as well, because I need to beat this Moab, and to do that, Leaving Sword the Moab Insides, and we're good to keep on doing shooty turrets. So the only logical conclusion was to end up with Sada, but once again, if I did enable co-op starting cache, I think there are several combinations I could have used to start instead. Especially when paired with Geraldo, because his Camo Pod can basically negate a lot of other heroes' weaknesses, because there's several heroes that can't see Camo at all that would probably be a pretty decent powerhouse with simply that ability. And also, I guess Corvus needs a mention. He's another hero that could have won T-Seed, but you definitely need level 20 Corvus. I think a level 15 is far too weak. Plus, nobody likes Corvus unless you're the sweatiest player alive. Let's admit that. Another Leaving Sword here. Oh, you know what I think is really important to get? Level 10 on Geraldo. I think at level 10... First, let's unlock Jerry's Fire, and sure, let's spend 9k on Fertilizer. I think we need this one. The Pet Rabbit. The Pet Rabbit is a solid addition to our arsenal, and also... Can that Leaping Sword get all camo leads or fortified leads? Yes, they can. Just in the nick of time. But the earlier we get that, the better our mid game is going to be. So I'll put almost all the money I saved up into that. So we can slowly build up 4 bunnies. This is what we need for it to start doing damage. And okay, there's definitely no way that Sada can handle camo cerams here. So I think it's finally time we spend money on Camo Pot on Geraldo, so that all these shooty turrets can now work. Putting them in a terrible spot is also an intentional choice so that I can put the upgraded shooty turrets, which I believe I get at level 11, to be in the prime spots. Anyway, the longer we can go without requiring a Jerry Fire, the better, because these are temporary items. I would hate to spend on something temporary when the money might be needed for in the future. So for now, keep on trying to get through it with abilities once in a while here. Oh, this round's tight. Alright, second Camo Pot this round. I just realized that, oh, if I keep using Camo Pots, then I don't think they refresh fast enough, because they nerfed the camo duration to only 5 rounds, meaning if I have to keep doing Camo Pot the moment they run out, then I am actually going to not have the Camo Pot, maybe for a round that I need. Like, it's gonna come up for, I believe, when this runs out, but I think it takes 10 rounds for the Camo Pot to restock, so I think on round 67 or something like that, it ain't gonna work anymore. Clutching this round also be appreciated, please and thank you. Sada Leaping Sword, nice. I'm low-key contemplating by level 8 because these rounds are pretty tough right now. I'm gonna have to time that Leaping Sword there. Don't think we're gonna have enough for 5 mobs here though. Because look, here's number 3. Don't make me use Leaping Sword here. I have to use it. I might not have, but I think I'm now cooked to 4 and 5, unless this is gonna be a close one. But anything to save money on Jerry Fire, good. We just need one more round because I think now is our 4th bunny, right? Sure, spawn the Bunny Paragon, there it is. Bunny Paragon is such a goated mid-game. You have no idea. So this will carry us through the next, like, dozen or so rounds, at which point, hopefully I can keep on power leveling Geraldo. Let's get level 11 now. Level 12, it seems like we get the Genie bottle, but we're not gonna need that because it's very expensive. We're out here looking for level 13. See this? Shooty turret fires faster with increased damage, which is really important. I think how it works is that the moment you get level 13, all of the shooty turrets you have in stock will turn into upgraded ones. So let's not spend any more, even if it starts lighting up again. I'm gonna wait patiently so that we can get the max amount of upgraded shooty turrets possible. Probably would have been better to not drop the last one I did, but I think it'll be fine. Methinks we are a couple rounds away, and also, Bunny Paragon can see camo, which is nice, so we don't need to get a Genie Potion. How convenient. And now we can upgrade the shooty turrets on 69. Nice. Okay, it's only 1 of the 4, so I did mess up there already. But it's all good, it's all good. Yeah, I know, it really does feel like right now Sada is just here along for the ride. But that's how it goes. I think my biggest concern is going to be DDTs, because even though Sada can technically damage DDTs, it's only through her abilities, not her main swipe attack. And Geraldo's shooty turrets, none of these hit either, so I think what I have to do is hopefully stack a crap ton of Jerry Fire or Hot Sauce in hopes that it's going to be enough to get through 95. And also, Genie Bottles, they can hit DTs too. But otherwise, I think it's going to be a pretty tough business dealing with them. Spy level 15 now. I think we should get a level 16 now too, because this is when the Jerry Fire upgrades to last, as you see, 10 rounds. So don't buy it just yet, or get them on other towers just yet. I think I want to get them starting round 86, so that they last all the way to 95. And therefore, we'll have the most amount of Jerry Fires possible on round 95. Capiche? Although 99 also might have a run for my money. You know what I just realized is also really sick? Check out Sada's level 11. She can do extra damage to towers or balloons that are taking damage from other monkeys. Damage over time, I mean. And you know what? What is the damage over time? This Jerry bottle over here. So that's kind of a nice synergy with these two heroes. Because Sada does do a DUT in towers, but obviously she doesn't get the extra damage because it's on herself. So that'll be nice for general damage. And here we go. 1, 2, 3 Jerry Fires. And a new turret here. Might I have also been wrong about not being able to get a hero to level 20, because if I put all 170k in chimps into that tower or hero, I think I can actually get it. Yeah, sorry, what? This challenge is broken. I know this is now making it feel more like a 1 hero chimps rather than a 2 hero chimps, but I mean, it's what we are allowed to do, you know what I mean? This round should be a good test. We got 5 Jerry Fires with camo, and oh boy, that's actually really bad. Even with the bunny paragon attacking it, this third GT is actually going to, what, kill me? Okay. Well, I guess I could buy a Lasada level 11 for 179, but it doesn't work on GTs. Let's try Sword Charge here, or Leaving Sword here. I think on the intersection, can do a bit more damage, but it still seems like not enough, and I don't think this is a round where I want to drop a Genie. Okay, I think this is worth it. Let's pickle every single turret on Geraldo. Jerry's Fire's base damage is very low, so technically this is a buff despite it removing the attack speed bonus on it. Do the same thing again. Let's see if it pops any faster. Any faster? Or is it the same? Still about the same. Okay, fine. Glue's the same amount of money, and that guarantees we win. Hopefully it restocks in time. 6 more DTs this round. Maybe the fact that I got 1 extra Genie bottle will be enough, even though there are way more DTs this round. You see, it is popping a little bit earlier. That's a good sign. There's 4, there's 5, and there's 6, yep. Okay, and I think things are lining up perfectly for me to buy level 20 exactly when I need it, so this is good. Because I'm gonna need the Jerry Fire shop refresh, especially for the Genies, because they take a long time to restock. I don't think I'll need it for 95, though. I just need 2 Genies here. Here's 1, here's 2, that's it. And then they'll be back by the time we need it, either on 98 or 99. But take a look. 2 Genies, huge difference maker on this round. So much so that's first try. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I might have misled you guys a little bit, or even myself, because even I didn't think you get level 20 on a hero, but it makes sense if you put all your eggs in that basket, meaning you can get a level 20 hero, but the other one's gonna be a level 10, which is probably better than a 15 and 15 split. You know what I mean? Anyway, all things are looking like I'll need a Geraldo shop refresh on round 98. So let's not wasting time, right? We don't have any Genie bottles left. But maybe I want to save this for, you know, round 100. Well, how about a compromise then? 1 Genie this round. We'll drop the next Genie next round. And then we'll also spend every single one of our Jerry Fires this round, as well as drop all 4 turrets. And let's see how it goes. Pickle as well. We'll do a couple of creepy idols because they are very good at utility / knockback. And I guess the rest of the money can go straight to Sada or save for Jerry items. I think 22k is a little bit too much to spend right now, so I guess we'll hold. Wait till next level, where it'll be a little bit cheaper. And bad news, Sada is weak because we are only level 12 on her, so our Sword Charge was useless. Okay, this time around, all I added was 2 extra good creepy idols. So now I have 4 instead of 2. 2 that I dropped before refreshing, so I still have the same amount in stock versus last attempt, and, well, 2 made a huge difference. Because round 98 is about to be slain. Easy peasy. And now we drop our second Genie to cover 99 and 100, and we hope that this is going to be enough for both FTDTs and the BD next round. Let's see. Because I can, let's slowly use each of our 10 road spikes on the bat here. Our DPS on Geraldo right now is about almost 1,000. So yeah, that's clearly gonna be enough to pop it. And also beat DDTs, and also beat the ZMG at the end, so that confirms it. We can 2-hero chimps. I'm not gonna lie. I expected things to be a lot tighter there, but I suppose Geraldo is still as strong as ever. Overall, with 1.7 million pops versus Sada's 300k. I also think it's pretty safe to say that we could have done this with Geraldo and Azili, or Geraldo plus Quincy later, because, well, Geraldo pretty much does it all. If you have another 2-hero chimps combo behind that doesn't use Geraldo, then feel free to explain why that would possibly work, but I just can't see it. Click here for more and see ya.